Hey guys, how's it going? It's Gun Loving Texan here doing a review of the very popular and loved Beretta PX4 Storm. This one's in 40 Smith & Wesson and it's the full-size one. Do a quick little safety check before people lose their minds. Just kidding, it's good practice. This firearm came out in 2004, so it's been out for quite some time. And ever since then, and still to this day, I find this gun very, very ugly. And I know a lot of people saying, oh, how could you? It's gorgeous. I don't know. A lot of people actually find these guns very good looking, very attractive, but I find them very ugly. I will admit, it is a very unique looking firearm. It's got some unique features, and it looks a little different than a lot of guns that are out there today. But I don't like the way it looks. So I borrowed my buddy. This is my buddy's, and I borrowed it because it turns out a lot of people I know actually have this firearm, and they love it. And I hear a lot of other people love it and rave about it. So I wanted to see what was so special about this. And you'll find out why in the review. So like I said, this came out in 2004. This is made, if it will focus. Okay, whatever. Oh, there we go. It's made in Italy. So, very good. Good things come out of Italy, as we all know. It comes in 9, 40, and 45. This is the 41 full size. You have the full size, compact, subcompact, and recently I believe they just came out with the an improved subcompact version, which is more adhered to the concealed carry market. A lot of refinements and things to make it easier to conceal carry. So that's pretty neat. But also, you got those different models, but you also get different types of those models. This is the F-type, which is going to be one of the more popular ones you find. The F-type has a double action. You get your double action, single action, decocker, safety. A lot like the 92 FS. You have your C-type, which is a constant action, which is similar to a like a Glock setup. The D-type, which is a double action only, so no single action. And the G-type, with its double action, single action, decocker, but no safety, which I think is cool. I think a lot more guns should have that double action, single action with no safety, so you can, decock the firearm. I always like that option. Other people don't, but whatever. And I don't have everything that the gun comes with, but you get two for the 40. You get two 14-round magazines. Attention, these magazines work for the PX4 Storm only. You cannot interchange these with the 92 FS M9 pistols. They do not interchange, sadly. Well, a lot of people are kind of bummed about that. Just a heads up before you get this. And also, it comes with interchangeable back straps. So that's very common nowadays with pistols. And into the features of the gun, you have your magazine release right here, which is very positive, drops the mags out. It is also reversible, so you can reverse it to the other side. And also, they have different mag release styles that you can get online from their website. Like I said, it's a double action, single action pistol, a lot like the 92 FS. So that's ambidextrous. You get your slider release here. It is only on the left side, but that slider release is it's very positive. You can get you a good little paddle on there, a good little grip to release it. Pretty cool. You have your accessory rail right here for your lights and lasers. There's your basic 3-dot sights. Nothing special. I'll get into the safety at the end, towards the end of the video. One of the cool features has a inside has a automatic firing pin block, which really the firing pin is blocked until the hammer is pulled completely and all the way back. Till then, the firing pin is blocked. So let's say you drop this gun, it is not going to go off. It's not going to shoot. So it's a nice little safety feature there. And if this thing will focus, if it feels like it, when you're so your gun is hot right now, and then when you decock it, come on, focus. See that little knob? When you decock it, it pulls the knob back back and it pulls it away, pulls that firing pin out of the way. So it's a nice little safety feature. And to change these interchangeable back straps, there's this little rod right here, metal rod. Why will this thing not focus? It's annoying me. Sorry, I apologize for that. This little rod he pulled out, and then he pulled the back strap out, but that's a real pain in the butt to pull that out. And one of the very, things people will pick up, and the very interesting things is this has a rotating bolt. Rotating barrel. Sorry, wrong terminology. See that? Rotating barrel. It's a very unique feature, not seen in very many firearms. The rotating bolt, it rotates to unlock. Unlike most pistols, that when you pull it back, the barrel will tilt up to unlock from the slide. That's like 99% of firearms out there. But the rotating bolt aids in accuracy and recoil and reliability. Because it's rotating and it doesn't tilt, everything is straight in one line. So everything just goes back straight. Doesn't tilt up, nothing. So everything stays in line, helps with controllability, recoil, and accuracy, which is a cool feature. But if you on the subcompact versions of these, they do not have the rotating bolt, I believe, because it's just too short of a slide. It just has your standard tilt-up barrel. So, a little heads up on that. And the grip right here has a very high tang, so it really lets your hand get up there and grasp this pistol very firmly. It has a non-reflective finish on here, non-reflecting finish, and it's also corrosion and wear resistant. Also, the stippling, it has very aggressive stippling on the front under the trigger guard and on this back strap here, but it's smooth on the side. But it does it well. It grips on, but it's not painful. It actually does something, and it's a very ergonomic firearm. Feels great in the hands, and very comfortable to hold and very comfortable to shoot. We got slide serrations on the front and on the back here as well. Go into the specs, get that over with real quick. This is the length of this gun is 7.6 inches long. It is 5.5 inches tall, inch and 1.4 inches wide. The barrel, walk it back here. God, my hands are all covered in grease now. The barrel is 4 inches long, and it weighs unloaded 27.7 ounces. Kind of on the light side until you fill it full of 40, then it'll get heavy. And the trigger, for your double action, the trigger is going to be around 12 pounds, which is heavy, but that's common for your double action trigger pull. And the single action is around 4.5 pounds, which is very light. The trigger, I don't really have any complaints about the trigger. It's going to reset long on double action, single action. Single action is going to reset sooner. A lot of people don't like double action, single action because of the trigger, but I don't mind it. But it's got a nice trigger. It's if you're used to double action, single action, it's going to feel fine right at home with you. Okay, I'll show you how to disassemble this firearm real quick. Obviously, take out the mag, make sure your weapon's empty. Now you got these little tabs right here in the front on both sides. Pull down at the same time on both sides, and you just push the slide forward. There's your gut. Sorry for the bad lighting. Moved into a new apartment. I'm still trying to find a good spot for good lighting. When you pull it apart, it may look a little bit different than what you're normally used to, But you just get this block, push it forward. It's part of the rotating barrel assembly. Is your spring and guide rod contain one. If your barrel won't slide out, you just twist it a little bit to unlock it. And you slide it forward, down and out. Simple, just like every other pistol out there. Just looks a little different. So put your guide rod back in there. Put that little nub part right there, put that down. That helps with the barrel. Push it forward, I'll lock in place. And then just slide it on. Just some final comments on this gun. As I found out, this gun is very popular and it's very loved. A lot of people love these guns. They're very popular. You know, there's a very good reason for them. These guns are very reliable. They're very accurate. They're easy to shoot, especially for 40. Just with the high tang and the good grip, ergonomics, the rotating barrel, everything, it very reduces the recoil on the 40 Smith & Wesson. And it's a very soft, controllable shooter for 40 Smith & Wesson. And there's not a whole lot of guns out there that can tame the 40 to where it's nice and comfortable and easy to shoot, which allows for quicker follow-up shots. Like I said, it's comfortable. It's very, very ergonomic. Feels great in the hand, and it will fit even better when you get your back strap on there that you like. And but my only complaint about this really is, which a lot of other people complain about, is the safety back here on the slide. Obviously, people don't like. I don't like it either. Like the the safety on the slide, because when you're racking the slide, you can flip it on and off, whatever. But see how wide these things spread out? It is very painful, and when you first get this gun, the slide is very stiff and it's hard to pull back. But these things dig in your hand, dig in your skin, and it really hurts. That's really my only complaint about this firearm. Really, is that and changing the back straps is a pain in the ass, but you don't do that all the time. So if this safety thing doesn't bother you and the double action doesn't bother you, I'd say this is a great firearm to have. This is a great gun for first time shooters, because it's very ergonomic, very controllable, comfortable gun. You got the double action, single action, decocker. So it's great for novice shooters. It's great for experienced shooters. And yeah, hopefully this review has helped you in your thought process of hopefully wanting to purchase this. And I highly recommend this firearm. Besides the look and the safety right there, there's really nothing bad to say about this gun. It's a recommended gun on my book. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.